Hey, good afternoon. It is 1:11 in the PM on Tuesday, July 25th, 2023, and I am coming to you from my office. My name is Pete Drexstrom from letpeteplan@gmail.com, an agent for Boardwalk Travel Agency, and today we're going to be looking at some Disney crowd calendars. It is getting closer and closer to that time when we see things. Now I'm going to be looking at two. Really, to be honest with you, we're going to look at one, and then I'm going to refer back to another. We're going to look at touringplans.com and their crowd calendar for Walt Disney World. And it is July 25th, 2023. And right now I'm looking at their crowd calendar, and here's how you look at it. They have the date, of course, and then you have resort crowd level out of 10. Then you have the Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, Animal Kingdom, and then the cost of a one-day ticket, and then a little excerpt there, what to look out for or look forward to, I guess. Today there is nothing in that little category. There's nothing special going on yet. Now, for the resort crowd level, they're saying that it's a 7 out of 10. We are still in that vacation mode. Even though it is hot and it's humid here. As a matter of fact, I'm listening to right now, and I'm only an hour and a half away from Walt Disney World. I'm hearing some thunder. Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom. Hollywood Studios is according to the calendar. Okay, from here on out, I'm not going to say according to the calendar, but I'm saying Hollywood Studios is the most crowded at an 8 out of 10. And then you have the Magic Kingdom at a 7 out of 10. And then both Epcot and Animal Kingdom are at 6 out of 10. So Hollywood Studios is the most crowded, and it looks like it's going to hold that position for at least the next week until the 31st, which is on a Monday. Still, 8s and 7s, well, basically 7s, 1 6, but then again, everybody else is down too. I was looking mainly. I came on looking today to see what the 27th was going to look like, because we have a reservation for Epcot that day, and it actually looks, for the first day of the Food and Wine Festival, a 6 out of 10 crowd level, which is medium. It would be if you go to the undercover tourist one. I think they do it more color coded. Green is your low, yellow is your middle, and red is your high. So right now you're looking at yellows across, with the only exception of, as I said, Hollywood Studios. It's getting at that low end of the high of the red, I guess, for lack of a better term. But no significant changes there. And then we go into August. Well, let's go in and say what they have, what to look out for. Tomorrow at Magic Kingdom, there's extended evening theme park hours for guests at a deluxe resort. Disney Deluxe Resort. And then on the 27th, the first day of the Food and Wine Festival, you have that at Epcot. Then, of course, every night from then on out, we looking at the Food and Wine Festival, Food and Wine Festival, and Food and Wine Festival. The 29th, an H2O Glow Nights at Typhoon Lagoon. 31st, excuse me, extended evening theme park hours at Epcot, and also another glow nights at Typhoon Lagoon. Of course, Food and Wine Festival is going on until November. Okay, we look into August, and we look at pretty much in that category that we just talked about. We have extended theme park hours every, it looks like Wednesday and Thursday. Am I right? Well, no, not necessarily. And we also got them on Monday. Oh yeah, okay. Monday at Epcot. Monday and Thursday at Epcot. Wednesday at Magic Kingdom. And it pretty much looks that way throughout now, starting on August, excuse me. I've been saying April. I mean August. Starting August 11th, we start to look at the beginning of Spooktacular. No, Not So Scary Halloween Party starts up. Now, we go from, on August 10th, a 6 out of 10 crowd level at the Magic Kingdom. And it's open till 10 at night. But on August 11th, we go to a 2 out of 10, and it's only open till 6. Not so. The Halloween party also starts up that night. So the crowd calendar, in this case, Undercover Tourist is the same way. They're predicting lower crowds at Magic Kingdom on days of the Halloween parties until it's time for the people, until it's time for the Halloween party, and then it'll pick up. But then again, it's a hard ticket event, so you're going to have only people who are paying for the party being in at the party at the time. If I was wanting to go to the Magic Kingdom and do as much as possible, I'm not saying to go to the party, but I would go on those days that they have a party, go from rope drop until they kick you out, and which is 6 p.m. They start hoarding you out. They don't kick you out. And then and do as much as you can on those days at the Magic Kingdom. You get to see all the decorations. You don't get to see all the other stuff, but you do get to see the decorations. The Halloween decorations, the pumpkins, the jack, you know what I mean. Main Street is cool. We've done it. We've been in the parks on the day of a party, or when they're decorated for the parties. I don't know I can't remember if there was a party going on that day or not. I do know we did it for the Christmas one. But excuse me. But looking at the crowd calendar for that, I would have to say, if you know that you're going to be there and you want to experience a lot of stuff at Magic Kingdom, the rides and stuff, those would be the days to go, because you're not going to be bumping into a lot of people. You'll bump into, again, it's the crowds, if you're not used to a Disney crowd, if you've never been there during like one of these where you have to walk around like this, it might not, you're going like, well, there's still a lot of people here, and there will be, but you're not, you understand what I'm saying, don't you? If you don't, shake your head. Well, I don't see anybody shaking their head. So, back to that. Okay, let's go on even further. Let's go into September. And the reason why I choose September is we're talking about the Food and Wine Festival, and we're talking about the Food and Wine Festival, and we're also talking about the Halloween party. And in this case, we have very early in September, we have the holiday called Labor Day. And you might not think, well, Labor Day, who celebrates Labor Day? Well, it is kind of the last hurrah for people before everything gets into real. Even if you've been to school for the last couple weeks, and you're getting used to it, you have a day off. You have a 3-day weekend. If you're not that far from Walt Disney World, a lot of people do tend to come down and visit for one last time, one last hurrah, unless they have something planned for around Christmas time. But this is sometimes always usually a big thing. However, on that Monday, you have, not only do you have extended evening theme park hours at Epcot, along with the Food and Wine Festival, you also have the Not So Scary Party, and it is a 2 out of 10. Most days where there's the parties, you're either seeing 2 out of 10s or 3 out of 10s. Simple as that. But Magic Kingdom tends to be, and then you got all those people who are going back home. So you're getting into the low attendance time. Even the resort crowd levels dwindle down. It's usually broken into like 3 days, because so you have 333 from September 12th through the 14th, which is a Tuesday through a Thursday. And usually still, so during the week you're not going to have a lot of kids coming in, of course. So simple as that. Again, we have another. I'm going to go back now to, we talked about crowds at what they expect crowds to be for touring plans, but Undercover Tourist and this is one of those weird anomalies. Sometimes they have these green check marks because that's the park to go to on those days, and a lot of times it's the day for Magic Kingdom. It's that day of a party. However, they don't see it that way on Labor Day. Something in this case on Labor Day, they say Magic Kingdom is going to be the crowded one, and you're going to be, Now, when I say crowded, I'm not talking New Year's Eve crowded. I'm talking, crowded. Disney's Hollywood Studios is going to be one of the benefactors of that, where according to Undercover Tourist, they're going to be the ones that are going to experience the lower crowd levels on that day. Magic Kingdom, on the other hand, I'm going to have a big one, according to Undercover Tours. Now that's where you have that one says one thing, one says the other. But with that said, I'll go. Now, how do you go through this is up to you. I use it as a tool to tell clients to say, okay, this is what this is saying. This might be the best time to go. And now understand that right now we are still looking at making park reservations along with dining reservations and all that stuff. So it's important for us to, even as a travel agent, to kind of keep up on this, and this is what's going on. Now, when you get that anomaly like Labor Day between the two biggest crowd calendars out there, you got to figure out what's going on. I'll be honest with you. I think it's going to be somewhere in between. I don't think it's going to be so super crowded that day, but I don't think it's going to be that light either. I am planning on going down to Magic Kingdom. The latest I would go down is the 25th, which is a Friday, and that's in August, and that is supposed to be like a level 3 out of 10 crowd level according to touring plans, and it's about the same for Undercover Tours. But I want to see for myself and for my clients and saying, okay, this is it. Now, here's what's going to be funny is that's going to happen also, not just for this party, but for the other party that's coming up, the Very Merry. Magic Kingdom might be, if this is a trend that is going on this year, and I can't speak for other years, but if it's a trend going on, it's something that I would like to know. Because I'll be honest with you, I think I said it, if I know that it's going to be not crowded in a park, and I know I'm not going to the after hours or to the hard ticket event, and with me, I have my annual pass. If I'm not going to the party, I'll go watch the fireworks at Epcot. That night, who knows? Unless I just want to head on home, who knows? I'm only an hour and a half away. That's different between me and you. But it wasn't that long ago. If I knew, in those days, I would definitely hit up Magic Kingdom on those days. Now, I would also hit it up on another day when I can stay in and watch the fireworks and do all that fun stuff, because I like to watch. I like the nightlife. I've got the boogie on the disco. Oh, okay. But with that said, that's where having a good travel agent will help you out. Using these, kind of muddling through all of the different crowd calendars and the other things that you need to know. 60 days out, you got to make those reservations for where you want to dine. The park reservations up until January 9th. Who knows? And those will help you out there. Once January 9th, 2024 comes around, it brings up, I'd like to be able to look and say, okay, this is where I want to go today. This is where I want to go, I use it every once in a while for that reasons now. But with that said, I am Pete Drexstrom again from letpeteplan@gmail.com, and letpeteplan is all one word, all lowercase. And I am an agent for Boardwalk Travel Agency, excuse me. And I'd like to help you plan a wonderful trip. I have all the stuff in front of me. To Walt Disney World, Universal Orlando, um, or any other destination that you want to book. And it is at no extra cost to you, because we get paid, I get paid commission from the destination, not from you. And you're not going to find it any cheaper. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be looking at the way to save you the most money. And until then, have a magical day, and maybe I'll see you in the parks.